My name's Bill Hampton.
And could you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I came to Indianapolis when I was a child, pre-grade school, and I've lived here ever since. I came here with my mother and four brothers, and it felt as though this was a pretty good place to live because we come from the South, and at that particular time, things were not as attractive as we are today, or we expected to be even more. But with that said, we felt as though Indianapolis was a pretty good place to live, to raise a family, and this is where I ended up. And I've lived here all my life. Crispus High School was built in 1927 by, it was the only black high school in the state. Needless to say, but that being so, it was the only one for people like myself to be able to go to. If you were not Caucasian or what have you, you had to go to Crispus Attucks. The teachers and so forth that we had at my high school were all people of color. They couldn't go anyplace else and even teach. But it turned out to be monumental for people like myself, because I feel as though we got just a little better taste of education and things that we needed to know in order to grow by going to Crispus Attucks High School. There was nothing other than winning when I was coming up. It was the first all Afro-American black high school in the country to win a state championship. And to be honest with you, I did not realize until many years later just what the magnitude of doing that. I didn't realize how important that it was. And I'll be truthful, to this day, it still hasn't sunk in. My greatest thrill was winning. I didn't know any different, because winning is the only thing that I knew. We had a record of 81 victories and 1 loss in 2 years. I mean, you know, I think that's pretty good. I can't say there was any particular moment with my team. We were like family. There's only 4 guys off of that particular team. There's 5 guys off of that particular team that's still alive today. So it's one of those things whereby I didn't cherish any particular moment, because we were all family. We were all together. We just didn't know any better. It was one of those things where the powers that be says, this is the way it is. They didn't want their kids to go to school with us. I don't want my kids going to school with them, you know, like we were a disease. It was only through the support of our families and friends that you get through something like that. We had a celebration after we won, but there was so much adverse publicity, bad publicity, if you will, about the fact that we were not treated the way that we should have been treated. A lot of people felt that way, but then I found and I've learned that in the state of Indiana, as in most states, there's just a certain number of people actually govern and run that state. There might be some people that you feel as though would be best for governor or mayor or things of this nature, but there's a certain number of people determine who that person is going to be, and that's the way it was back then. The people that made the decisions as to how things were in 55 don't have to be same people that made in 75. It's 85. It's much, much later. New decisions have been made, and the people that had made those 55 decisions, they are gone. So that's it. You have to be on Mother Earth for a while, praise God, 90 years, that I can sit here and I can say that had it not been for my mom, my aunt, my family, and most of all by the grace of God, I wouldn't be here. Wouldn't be here. Give up? I don't even understand that word. This is a plaque presented to us by the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame about our basketball team. Fortunately, several members of our basketball team made the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame. It wasn't easy. If you made a Hall of Fame, they want to know how many teeth you got left. And this type of thing, really, they scrutinize you real. But this is a picture of our basketball team, our high school coach, assistant coach, and all the players. These are just things that let you remember who was and what have you. But let me tell you something, it doesn't come close to the people and the friendship and the association that you have with people on a daily basis. And only 4 guys,
Show the camera.
I think, let me see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 4 or 5 guys off of this team that are still alive today.
Can you point to yourself?
The best on this picture,
Yep.
the best looking guy on the picture is me.
All right.
Number 30, number 34. Yes, but how do you continue to maybe move around like 90? I realize there are people that are like 90, not even 80, 75 that can get around as well as I do. So this is a couple of friends of mine played with Indiana Pacers. This is me on this side right here. This is was put out all over the place by a gentleman, Dan Wakefield. He passed away. He called me one day and he said, "Bill, you belong in the Hall of Fame. You should have been in there, and we're going to put you in there." And he's going to start. As I was saying, you never know who's watching you, who knows about you, who things that they say about you. They never know. You never know. But it'll come to light eventually. And that's the way it was with Dan Wakefield. And he put this out, and they put this all over the place. And I was appalled when he cut the first copy and put it down, and he said, "Look at this," and put it down there, and that was it. They was doing something with Milan, which is the one team that we played against in 1954, the year before we were at the championship. And they were named things after Hickory. They gave us some stuff that says Hickory on it. But, where is it? Yeah. So this is what they were going to do. And they're going to put that on the jackets they were going to give us. Our tip of Crispus Attucks High School. So they said, "We want to do something for the team." And they had Gene Hackman, movie star, that was, he was made a movie with Hoosiers and so forth. And Darnell Hillman, Darnell said, Bill, they want to do something for the basketball team, and they had Hickory on there. I said, wait a minute. I said, what is Hickory? What is Hickory? Well, it's just a logo. I said, wait a minute. First of all, and I might have not done this years ago, but as I got older, I say, if you don't want me to give you the answer that I want to give you and the answer that I feel, don't ask me the question. Okay? If you will ask me the question, then be ready for the answer that I'm going to give you. And that's what I give you. And I told him at that time, I said, he said, well, they wanted to know. I said, well, you tell they that I said I would not even, Hickory was on jerseys. It wasn't on jackets at that time. I said, I would not even wash my car with them jerseys. That's it. I said, what we'll do, if you want to do something here, put something that's significant. And that's when they came out, the green and gold, the green and gold thing for Crispus Attucks. That's how it came about. I really like this. That's Tina and Tanya, my daughters, and me. It's my granddaughter and my grandson. And there's a picture of me. I really like this. The way they put this together is just so special. That's a picture of us downtown after we had won the state championship. We had a celebration down there. I ain't reading all this.
Just so it was the General Assembly from the state of Indiana, Indiana General Assembly. She'll get it.
Yeah.
Hold it there. She'll get it.
I can see it in great big letters, the state of Indiana.